Prosper's Startup Accelerator began in 2012 with an aim to help women entrepreneurs become well-positioned in the new economic climate. And joining us is Sasha Goodwin, the CEO of Janus Choice, LLC, a participant in the Prosper Startup Accelerator Fall Class. So welcome, Sasha. So we're going to talk about Prosper, the Prosper Accelerator program, which is here in St. Louis, and then I really want to hear about your business. You're an entrepreneur, interestingly, out of Chicago, but you're here in St. Louis for this accelerator program. So let's go back and talk about Prosper and how you became involved.
Thank you, Sarah, for having me today. And yes, Prosper is very unique and special program, and it caught my attention on website. There's a website for entrepreneurs and founders. It's called F6S, and my CTO of my company found it, read about Prosper, and brought it to my attention. I started to read, and it really talked to me. Why? There's a difference between male and female entrepreneurs and how you perceived and treated by the community. Women are usually expected to run more lifestyle businesses, meaning just make enough, money to live comfortably and stay in your own little world. And all the big hopes are usually saved for male guys, for male entrepreneurs. And even me being in Chicago, and Chicago is #1 place in the world now by number of the startups run by women. I met a lot of prejudice and things which not as pleasant. Yeah, roadblocks. Yes, true. And when I read about Prosper and how they concentrated, especially helping women who run businesses, and not just the small, craft shops or something like that, but when you work in such areas as technology, as healthcare, big retail businesses, I understood that they are trying to help us.
So how long have you been in business then with Janus Choice?
A few years.
Okay, so a few years. You've been an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And you're in the healthcare industry, and we're going to talk more about that in a few minutes. But so you, obviously being an entrepreneur, were looking for resources that could help you, and you were feeling that there were some obstacles to your growth and development.
So our goal to come to Prosper and apply for the program was to get more mentorship, more networking, actually come and learn more about St. Louis, because for us it's natural organic growth from Chicago to St. Louis, because as we take care of our patients, and it's a big influx to both cities from the same area in between,
So you applied for the program. And what was that process like? How long did it take once you identified the opportunity and submitted an application?
Of course, first it was just fill out a questionnaire online, and then they identified about 12 of us, I think, for more extensive testing, and we had to go through multiple interviews. They did due diligence on our companies, and also we had almost 4.5 hours of psychological testing online. It was kind of, it wasn't very easy. It was a little bit stressful, but the more you pitch, it always helps. It's more practice for you, how you talk about your business.
And to be one of the chosen is obviously an honor, but also they identified a lot of opportunity in your business and saw that there is great potential.
Yeah, they understood.
So by being chosen, and there were 12.
Originally there were over 150 applicants, and I think it's not just United States. And then it was down to 12 and down to 5 at the end.
So you were one of the 5 chosen.
I'm the lucky one.
And you were willing to come to St. Louis. And how often are you having to come for this class this fall?
It's almost 12 weeks, and we have our classes and program run every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, so right in the middle of the week.
Yeah, so I fly usually on Monday nights and fly back on Wednesdays right after the classes.
So though you're benefiting from obviously being surrounded by other women entrepreneurs, you're being mentored, you're receiving some funding as well from
how it's called. Well, it wasn't the main reason why we applied, but it's always helps.
Absolutely.
Especially with the travel expenses coming back and forth. So once you identified and once the due diligence is done and you accepted into the program and you sign a contract, Prosper actually not only helps you verbally, but financially too, so you do get an investment.
So, but for 12 weeks, you're taking 2 days out of your work week to come here, which we love that you're coming to St. Louis, of course, and we welcome you. How hard is that, though, how does it impact your business back at home?
Well, I'm all the time on my phone, you know, email, always texting something, but I like to have a very good team, and we have a very good communication, and I can rely on them. So we always share, we can stand for each other and help each other. All right, perfect. We're going to come back, Sasha, in just a couple minutes and talk more about your company, Janus Choice. Stay with us. We'll have more with Prosper, Startup Accelerator, and with Janus Choice in just a few minutes.